Hello and welcome to the School of Alevism. Today we'll discuss the 12 services and break down the Germ Ceremony. We'll also delve into the deep meanings of the rituals. We already know from episode 2 that the Germ Ceremony is the worship for the Alevis. The worship place for Alevis is called Germ Evi, which means Germ House. This is where Alevi communities come together and worship. The Germ Ceremony is a ritual which aims to cleanse the minds and unite the Alevi community. The person proposed to lead the Germ needs to receive consent from those attending and will ask 3 times, "Does everyone give consent for me to lead the Germ?" This basically says that no one is high in rank in the room. The ceremony cannot be initiated without the common consent of the participants. Alevism considers this mechanism as the genuine form of democracy. Then the peer will ask if everybody is in consensus with each other.
Bu meydanda cümle canların gönül birliğiyle hizmet yürüteceğiz. Şöyle birbirinize nazar edin. Bakın bakalım aranızda dargınınız, kırgınınız, küskününüz var mı? Varsa eksikler tamamen noksanlar imana bu meydana koyalım. Gönüller bir mi canlar? Eyvallah. Gönüller beraber mi canlar? Eyvallah. Hepiniz birbirinizden razı mısınız? Eyvallah. Hak da sizden razı ve hoşnut olsun. Eyvallah.
After everyone is happy and in peace, the pir will continue with the ceremony. The sacred instrument bağlama will accompany hymns, sayings and poems. Semas will be danced and the oppressed will be remembered. The 12 services will be performed. The first service in the Germ Ceremony is pir. This is the leader of the Germ, which can also be called murshid. The leader of the Germ is considered to be the most knowledgeable and wise person in the community. Both men, which would be called as dedes, and women, known as anas, can be leaders of the Germs. Pirs represent the sun because everyone in the Germ Ceremony pays respect to their knowledge and views. Just as planets in our solar systems all revolve around the sun. The sun gives our world energy and is a necessity. The pir is necessary to the Alevi community in the same way. The second service of the ceremony is rehber, which means guide. The guide is as important as the pir because they share their knowledge and views. They assist the pir in running the Germ and show guidance and teachings to the community. If the pir makes a mistake, the rehber must warn them and keep them on track. The third service of the ceremony is gözcü, meaning messenger. The gözcü is the messenger between the dede and the attendees. The gözcü must make sure that the 12 services are carried out correctly and that the guidelines are followed. If someone is disturbing the Germ, then the gözcü will give them a caution or even ask them to leave. The messenger holds a symbolic stick with a rose attached to the end, thus representing peaceful resolution and warnings. The full service of the ceremony is Çeraçı. She or he is the light keeper. The Çeraçı service represents the element of fire in the Germ. The Çeraçı lights 3 candles by saying Ya Hak, Ya Muhammed, Ya Ali. Lighting the candle also represents enlightenment because light penetrates darkness. And so it symbolizes that through gems, attendees become more enlightened. The 5th service is Zakir, which means musician. The Alevi musician plays the bağlama and recites songs and hymns. The musical service represents the element of air in the Germ. Alevi hymns and songs which all have messages explaining the Alevi beliefs. Some hymns are thousands of years old, while some are hundreds of years old. Most hymns are accompanied with the sacred Sema dance. Service 6 is the Ibrikje, the sweeper. The sweeper symbolizes the element of earth and cleanliness of both the community and environment. The sweeper also symbolizes hidden truth. Service 7, Burcu, which is the fleece keeper. The fleece represents responsibility, duty and sacrifice to the path. It represents responsibility to predecessors such as Pir Sultan Abdal and Hacı Bektaşi Veli. Service 8, Lokmacı. He or she shares the food. Everyone who attends the Germ Ceremony brings food in their own capacity, which ranges from numerous bags of numerous foods to a single apple. It is the role of the lokmacı to spread all food equally amongst the attendees. So people who can't afford to bring a lot of food will still leave with a full stomach. This is called lokma, and it is very sacred in Alevism because it is a practical version of equality and underlines the fact that economic classes do not exist. Service 9, Ibrikje. The Ibrikje washes the hands of the attendees. This service represents the element of water, also both spiritual and physical cleanliness. A man and woman both carry this service out. The individuals carrying out the service first clean each other's hands, then the peers, and then a hand of a child. Service 10 is kapıcı, the doorkeeper. The doorkeeper is responsible for the safety of the gem and makes sure that the doors of the gem stay shut once it has started. This allows everybody to feel safe. Alevi beliefs have been under attack from authorities, and so Alevi worship organically needed a service which protected the ceremony. The gem door is sacred. It represents Hak Muhammad Ali worship. So attendees' ego, gender, class, and status are left outside the door. Service 11, Sema. This is a sacred dance ritual that is accompanied by the bağlama. Attendees move into the center of the gem space, and by spinning they start to form into a circle. The movements in the Sema symbolize the planets revolving around the sun. It represents the unity of the universe, how we are all united and connected with Hak. We will have a separate video on Sema. Service 12 is Sakacı. The Sakacı commemorates an important piece of Alevi history, which is the Kettlebell Struggle. It is a story of Hussein and his family and how they were deprived of water, symbolizing that clean water is the greatest right for us all. The Kettlebell Struggle is an example of conflict between the oppressor and oppressed. For this reason, this service also commemorates all cases of oppression where innocent people have suffered. After the Sakacı completes the service, the Pir calls the attendees to mourn for the victims of oppression. Mourn for the Husseins of today. And to remember the importance and solidarity against tyrants and dictators of today.